I should have known. I should have known. The Christmas music is upon us once again, and it is that time of year because you know what time of year it is. April. Welcome to Taking the Credit, episode number 81. 2 episodes, 1 weekend. Today is Easter 2021. And
we are lockdown round 3.
Lockdown round 3. We do still have...
We can't go anywhere. You cannot travel. Everything is shut down. The world is very silent.
The world is very silent. We do still have Easter egg hunts to do, though. What?
Nothing. I was trying to be dramatic and you were like, Easter.
Well, I already said Easter, so people know today is Easter 2021.
Oh, well, yes, there are eggs hidden. It's the adult Easter egg hunt. So the eggs are not in obvious locations. They are very much hidden. There are 2 in this room that you have yet to find.
Wow.
But they are like hidden. Like the way that the eggs are hidden, you literally cannot see them. So it's like a guessing game. You have to pull it out of somewhere, or you have to. So it's going to be one of those.
I actually have to do some hard work, some detective work.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, like, I have already forgotten many of the places that they are. So you're probably not going to find them all today, and we may have to find them later.
I respect that.
Oh, this is so funny. And like, this is very intentional. And like, I can tell you, but one of them is under Kyle's pillow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he'll find that one.
Yeah, no. And I mean, like, he won't think to look in his bedroom. I feel like it's not going to be like he's going to lay down to go to bed and bam,
yeah.
Easter egg.
Crunch.
Yeah. They are hard-boiled eggs. Crunch.
Be gross.
Stinky.
Deviled eggs. Hidden in the house.
Squash.
Yeah. Well, you guys hid them quickly because I was outside for maybe a minute and a half and you told me I could come back in.
Yeah.
So,
There
but I found
are
3.
like 5 in the living room. I think there's like, if I remember, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tell me that you love me
4
more.
in the basement, maybe. I don't know, but they're hidden all right.
And are they all lotto tickets?
I mean, yeah.
Cool.
Because
I mean, I've had some pretty decent luck so far.
I mean, you've won like $4, right?
Yeah.
$1, $2, $3, $4
Off of 3 tickets.
Yeah.
So we're getting your money back.
I spent $21 on it, and the lady was like, "Next time, bring cash because we usually don't let you pay with a card."
That's weird.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm assuming it has something to do with tax, like gambling, whatever sort of.
Maybe they have to pay. Well, either way, it shouldn't matter, but maybe they have to pay some sort of percentage on card-based charges.
Yes.
To run cards.
I mean,
whatever.
it was $21, so
yeah.
I would imagine that
it's
isn't
not
quite
like you just bought one
yeah.
with the card. And then you made us delicious steak dinner.
Yes. My mom, so when she picked me up today, we were going to go bring those little bags of chocolate to her hospital friends.
Yeah.
She made it very clear that some people were not getting one because she did not like them. To myself and Kyle and one of the new people in the X-ray area, which is funny.
Drama.
But I mean, whatever. I got to
With
see everyone that she works with, and I've met most of them, and Sasha was working, and like, "Hi, Sasha," and she said, "Let's get together soon." Okay. And yeah, and so she initially was like, "Let's just go get this done, and then we can figure out what to do for Eli." And yeah, so did that. Went to the Whole Foods. She went to the liquor store, bought some tequila for us.
I had a feeling that was probably the order of events.
And she won't go into Whole Foods because she was in there with Brian that time, and he was freaking out about having his gun out, and people were like, "You can't have that in here," or whatever. or the mask. Maybe he wasn't wearing a mask. I don't remember. But basically, they kicked him out, and my mom is just convinced they're on like a do not let them in sort of thing, which I doubt it. But, you know.
Of course not.
Maybe Brian, but I don't see why she would have to be kicked out.
Or that they would recognize her.
Yeah.
Or even really, so it was an employee who confronted him when he was there.
Maybe I don't know the whole story, but I know my mom was like very much like, and like Brian was like yelling. So.
Well, hopefully she gets to a point where she's no longer making decisions based on
fear
stuff that happens to him or the way he behaves. But
I was initially going in for steak, and my mom asked for coffee, and I grabbed the coffee and the steak, and then I realized that you sent me that list of things, and I was like, oh shoot. So I walked like right to the front door, like I felt like the cart attendant thought I was trying to steal, and I threw stuff in the cart and then went back in. But that's awkward, you know, like if you have things in your hands and you're like walking to the door to get a cart, like, I mean, it wasn't my fault. I didn't really realize.
Did you forget that we needed stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I it's because it's interesting. I messaged you when we were on the drive back, and I knew we were going to the grocery store, and I like even spaced bananas. Like I grabbed the coffee and everything, and then I was like, wait, I need bananas. And then I looked at the phone, and I was like, we need a lot. So I kind of just turned around and went through.
I assumed that you were at King Supers or something, and I was planning to go today. We talked about this yesterday. Like, I can go to the store. And you're like, I'm planning to go to the store anyway. So, yeah, sorry about that. I know my message came in 4 minutes after I spent some of that time looking in the fridge and typing stuff, but I hoped I didn't miss you.
No, I'm like so glad that you sent the bananas and the lemon and apples. Like I totally spaced that out.
Lemons went to shit pretty quick.
Probably because it was natural grocers.
Yeah, and don't shop there if you have one near you. I know I said that on the last episode, like a quick don't do it, but also Nick was here, and Nick loves shopping there. So to each their own, but be prepared because they don't have any bags. You have to bring a reusable bag of your own if you want to walk out of there with a bag. Otherwise, you carry the whole cart to your car and unload item by item. And when they scan it, they just leave it right at the end of the little scanning section, and they stare at you while you figure it out. So,
do they sell bags?
They do.
Oh, so they just want you to buy one of their crap bags?
Yeah. Which they have like placed at the end of the...
I see.
But you're not getting me.
No, we have, I'm sure, plenty of those types of bags. We don't need any more.
Yeah.
I bet they're like $5 too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not worth it. Super small place too, and like you saw the spinach containers that that was the largest. They didn't even have like the spinach unboxed, you know, like how they'll have some produce. Yeah, like I couldn't even.
Was that the one off Ken Pratt over here that you went to?
No,
the one on Main Street.
Yeah. By the hardware store. But otherwise, that trip was successful, and that 140-gallon tub was enough for all of the things that I needed to pile out of this corner and move it on out. So that was good.
I got sleepy sitting down here today. I know last time I said I didn't, but I'm also actually like just genuinely tired.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
kind of tired.
This is not going to be a long one. I know. I've definitely been like, any time that I'm horizontal on the couch, I'm falling asleep today. So
yeah,
that has been the history of the day today.
Yeah. This morning when I woke up a couple times, and I was like, go back to sleep. And I was able to go back to sleep. I don't know how long in between, but then I would wake up and like eventually... Anytime I wake up in the morning, like fully awake, and I know it's like not like 6 a.m., I get up and use a bathroom or something. But like today, it was multiple times that I woke up and just was like, I'm going back to sleep. Like, and just forced myself to lay there and go back to sleep. But when I finally did wake up, I looked at my phone and it was like 8:50. And I was like, what the heck? I thought it was going to be like 10 or 11 already. It was insane. But I ended up laying in bed until like 9:45 anyways, and then I got up. But still, I was very tired this morning. But
Yeah.
I also think that I drank a lot last week and ate some heavy food. So maybe trying to have a nice clean week of clean.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, your mom definitely got us tequila that looks very enticing, but
I mean, this is your last vacation day.
I know, but I also have been feeling the same way. And I guess the last couple of nights, even though you guys saw me on the podcast
We
with
kind of go to sleep
Cam.
fairly. We've been staying up a little bit, but you've been falling asleep.
Yeah.
And I had an emotional breakdown last night. And that was tough. I woke up and my eyes were like all swollen, and this one was like kind of lazy. Like,
But I'm glad you're feeling better today.
yeah.
And yeah,
No, it's ugh.
stuff,
But I got my nails done.
life, yeah,
Let's see how
Oh,
close
yeah.
I can get.
without it blurring too heavy. Yeah, it actually might be okay. Yeah. Hang on. I don't know. Maybe if we illuminate it with this.
Nope, this one.
Okay.
Ah! It attacked me.
Ooh. Oh.
ripping
Ow.
the hair
Oh.
right out.
Oh. Wow. I see it there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ow.
Oh Jesus.
Jeebus.
Yeah, it's Easter. Come on, Jesus, do us some favors.
See?
Just kidding. Not asking for favors, just asking for eternal love. Oh,
Alright, well, you get the point.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Ow. Ow. It's bad enough my hair is already falling out from thyroid problems, and now I'm losing it because of this microphone.
Did you go to Walgreens?
Not yet.
Oh,
I will
but
go
it's
tomorrow. Yeah, I know.
ready.
Oh, hi, John. Hi, John. Come here. Come here. Jump on.
We know what she wants. That's the baby. That's the baby.
Hi, John. You
Hey,
called
Billy.
her Willie last night,
And
and
your
her
mom
mom's
was like, what?
Willie?
Who's Willie?
Who's Willie? What's Willie?
That's Willie.
Are you Willie? Are you gonna find the Easter eggs?
I'm Willie and I'm
We want the
Billy.
Easter eggs. I bet if we put something delicious in them, you would find them.
I'm Willie Billy Chan. We could have her do her own little one. I gave her that CBD treat last night because she was flipping out because your mom always teases her.
Yeah.
Which
But I
don't
mean, the dogs
like.
are supposed to come over today and hang out. I'm glad that didn't happen. I think this morning when she was kind of like, I'm tired, and I was like, well, my throat's really swollen feeling. And then I was like, maybe don't bring the dogs. Like, we can still go do stuff. But then, I mean, like, we would be somewhere and you would essentially have to watch them. You know what I mean? Like, if we were going to be running out and doing stuff. So
That wouldn't have bothered me. But at the same time, yeah, it's fine. I didn't have to do any of that. So that's okay too. But yeah, I mean, certainly wouldn't be opposed. Those dogs do well together.
I know.
I played Call of Duty for the first time today in a long time because Bailey actually got on her PlayStation,
Nice.
and that's the only thing she wants to play.
Call of Duty.
Well, I shouldn't say that's the only thing, but that's her favorite thing to play, and she doesn't play Rocket League, so therefore...
Yeah, because that game's dumb.
It's not dumb. But shout out to the Juice App crew, Jesse and Bailey. We love you guys. I got an update today on the tracking. I sent them the camcorder that we had used for taking the credit episodes like 3 through 19 or something. 3 through 18. And come on, B. It's so awful.
Oh, but you put Christmas colors up today.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
It's
you
just
did.
orange.
That's a white and orange. That's
It's
Christmas.
Halloween, if anything.
No, it's Christmas.
What's that? Halloween? Yes. Kirsten's having me learn that on the piano.
You should play it real quick.
No. But yeah, I sent the camcorder. I got an update. I think it was either came through late last night. Yeah, late last night. I got another. Okay. So last week, Monday, I went to the post office to send out this camcorder.
You went to Cambodia.
Yes. And They gave me tracking information. I saw that like the next day it said that it had been sent to Denver's distribution center, and then it was in transit from there. And it was
Denver.
supposed to arrive last week Thursday. So I put it in the mail on Monday, supposed to arrive to Jesse and Bailey Juice Up crew on Thursday. It just said that it like come Thursday, it said arriving late, package still in transit. And it said that until late last night. So this morning when I checked it, it said that last night they updated it to say that it left. Like now it left the Denver distribution center. So it's like they're lying to me. I don't know what they did with it, but
That's like me and my missing swimsuit top that I bought. We were joking about that last night. Like,
what are
where
they doing?
They go when your package is missing?
Yeah.
That's only happened to me once, just this time, like recently. I've never ever had anything get lost in the mail before, but that was weird. Like, like, does it fall off a conveyor belt? Does it end up somewhere in the wrong location, but they're not tracking it? Like,
I don't know.
the concept of something, a package that you bought missing, like, it just seems really weird. Like, some person, I mean, like, it's going to end up somewhere.
Right.
Like, someone's going to find it. Someone's going to take it. Maybe someone stealing it internally and they just have the power to override it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that, Dirt?
It was a bug. I saw a bug crawling. Gross.
Yeah.
It's dead now.
Bug.
So anyway,
We're gonna have bugs up in this rug.
Probably. Yeah, so I sent it out. It should be on its way. Hopefully it'll get there sometime this week. We'll just see, but whatever. Anyway, shout out to Jesse and Bailey.
Bugs up in this
We played
rug.
Call of Duty together today. I actually did pretty well with
Nice.
the crossbow.
Pew, 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 pew.
And yeah, whatever. I don't need to talk about Call of Duty. But it was
Like-
fun. And Bailey, thanks for getting on. It had been well over a month since the last time she turned on her PlayStation. So
Busy.
no, nobody's playing Call of Duty anymore. So anyway, that was good.
I got my nails done yesterday, and I know I was just showing them, but I didn't explain them. So
True.
people that are listening,
Yeah.
they are long. How many inches would you say from like just the finger? Like one,
1.5 maybe.
1.5 inches. You think that's how long they are?
This right here on me is 1.5 inches.
On what, that?
Yep.
There's no way. Inches are smaller.
No. I've measured this.
Well, you're a freak. So anyways, they're glittery. They're like encapsulated, like the sparkly. And they are long. I cannot type. Tonight I was doing a work thing and I was like, wow, this is going to be a real struggle. So I was talking to my mom today about giving it like a week. You know, they will grow out. And then just filing down the top so that it's like the coffin look. So this is like stiletto, I guess, is the term for it, because they're like.
Do you feel comfortable doing that yourself?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I would probably clip off the top a little bit and then I would just file it down. And I've got a sturdy file. Like, that's what they do when they're shaping them with this anyways. Like, they clip them and then they. I mean, it's already got layers on it, so it might be a little more challenging, but I could also just file it. I don't have to clip it. But they did a
difficult.
Very good job. Like,
yeah, they look
so
cool.
Good.
I'm glad that you and your mom went out and did that. It seems like you guys had fun.
Yeah, we were like, this is what we want, and they did it.
Yeah.
And Lux does not do that.
Not as good.
No, they used to be able to be like, oh yeah, let's do this, but now it's like, we can't do that, or like that place where like, here's what we're thinking. Like, my mom had a very specific color. And they didn't give her the book and like, here's what we got, pick something out, you know. They actually suggested, like, let's do this color.
Oh, really?
And like, yeah, they are very sloppy. They were very gentle with the removal process. Did not use a Dremel like at all on my mom's nails, which is like like it just was like proving that they don't have to use that when they're
Right.
like, well, we have to get the color off. Like whatever they used, it pretty much magically melted off the nail polish on her fingers. So I don't know.
Interesting. Definitely interesting.
She still doesn't know if she would go there every time though. That's the thing. But it was expensive. So like the basic manicure stuff, like one was 50, mine was like 60, and then it was like an additional like 40 and 50 for like the nail art stuff that they did. So it was around $200.
And how much would you say Lux typically ends
It
up
would be
being?
closer to maybe like 120 for 2 nails. But they like don't do what we want them to do, and they peel up a lot. Like the manicure I got last time lasted like less than a week. Remember, it was like peeling up and it was awful.
Yeah. I mean, the trip is something, I guess, to factor in, but otherwise, especially if you guys don't go to get your nails done all of the time, so seems like it would be worth it to go somewhere that's worthwhile. But she brought up a good point, you know, maybe there's another place closer, like even like Fort Collins, or maybe not. Just kidding.
There's a place that one of her work friends goes to, and she had nice nails. Like I saw them today. She had one that was kind of like this, but it was like gray themed, and then it was like matte on the other ones.
Stilettos?
No, hers were like coffin shape, but they were nice. And so, my mom kind of wants to give that place a try. That's in Erie, so that's a lot closer.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
you know,
much more doable.
maybe Courtney would go to this place with me and get her nails done if my mom didn't want to go that far.
Probably. I mean, yeah, probably, right? Courtney's going down to Denver for other things.
Yep.
So it was nice to see her this week.
Yeah. She seemed, it was funny. Yeah, it was a good time. She left fairly early and hung out, and
that's the people we are now.
Yeah, I'm not
early
a
birds
late night person.
Yeah,
but it was fun. It was fun. I like talking to Courtney. She is just a good best friend. She reminds me of my mom, kind of, like more recently than not. Like, but yeah.
What do you mean?
Like they both are very like
karate chops.
Yeah.
They're both into karate.
Yeah. But like, I mean, like, but easy to talk to, and not like, they have very similar senses of humor, obviously. But Courtney's like chill. My mom's chill. I don't know. It just, they like both can talk a lot. Like, and I like when I can just have a conversation, and it's good.
I'm going to cough. And there's a loose thread over here already on this chair. Sadness ensues. Yeah.
Ugh, are you going to mute it?
No, no.
Is it not doing anything?
It did a little bit, but I'm showing you what you're pressing, at least. So you're not just pushing completely random stuff. Yeah. And I guess I can always, after the fact, not use that channel of audio. Yeah. I probably won't.
Scary. What is scary?
It's very loud. Yeah. Okay. Well, we lost her. You don't even have headphones in to hear it.
But what is scary? What does it sound like?
It sounds like do 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 do.
Like the Jaws?
I don't know. It's just like you would hear it if you wore headphones. Never saw it. No. That sounds like the beginning of a hip hop song. No. I can't focus on this anymore. No.
What, you can't focus on the chair or me?
The thread.
The conversation?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Easter.
Yeah,
Easter ham. Last night
Is
we
it
made
Easter
two
or
HelloFresh. We made two HelloFresh meals at the same time.
Yeah.
That was really like, I was
Breaking
very
records.
flustered because it was a lot at once. But luckily they were both pretty easy recipes. It wasn't too intense. But it was just like, I I felt bad because my mom was talking to me and not helping so much, but she offered to help. I just didn't know like what to tell her to do. And so she just went outside and I was like, oh, well, there she goes.
Yeah.
And then I asked you for help and that was good.
Yeah, I came in there and found that you were moving around like a cook in a kitchen, flying around. So I was like, time to step in. But you had most of it all
Set up
prepped
and
and
ready.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good
But
though.
it
That
was good.
vegetarian one was good. And I'm looking forward to some of the
Chickpeas.
ones we got.
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas. Oh, jukies. And what have we been watching today?
Fear thy neighbor. No,
I think that's right.
hate thy neighbor. Don't
Fear?
trust. Fear thy
I think-
neighbor.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
whatever.
What is it? It's on Hulu.
Yeah, it's an ID show, which is whatever Discovery Channel.
It's been pretty intense though.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna get less and less intense.
Like you think because they'll run out of stories of bad neighbors?
I mean, the first episode,
That one was.
they had actual footage of like people
the
getting
yards and stuff.
fired at.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Well, whatever. You guys are gonna watch this.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, like, it's funny because we started watching it. The narration's kind of dumb, and like the actors and whatever, like
The reenactments are gooby.
But the actual like plot of it, I feel like the reenactments and like the narrator actually kind of takes away from like how traumatic and sad these events are that have happened. At least the first two seemed like the worst.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
And
the second
they spent
one.
way too much time on like the build up
Yeah,
for the
instead of
things
just-
instead of like, you know, you could jump to the event,
yeah.
like the major event,
just
and
talk
focus
about
on that
it.
for a while.
But
Like,
the build up, I think it kind of builds a little suspense because you're not quite sure what's going to happen, you know? Like that last one was very underwhelming.
yeah, that's what
like,
I'm saying. Like
I
if
know.
episode 1 was the most hardcore, episode 2 was hardcore, but
I would say 2 is more hardcore because like that, like,
I think the outcome for the first one,
with
like,
the police and yeah, that's fair. That was
police,
kinda-
kids,
Yeah, kids getting shot.
yeah. Then the second one, kids shooting.
I know, but then like just people walking, getting blasted.
Yeah, no,
like,
it was
that
hardcore.
pretty, like,
It's hardcore, but then the
see-
third one is just like it
like
ends
a creepy neighbor
and it's like he could be,
out there.
yeah, there's no arrest, there's no
Yeah.
death. It was just like, then he moved away,
Yeah.
but he's still in the area, we think.
Ooh, we could talk. It's funny. I can't remember when we watched the really dumb one with like what was it? There's something up with Aunt Diane Schuler or something.
Yeah, we've had some time
Did we
this
talk about
weekend.
that one?
No.
That one was, I mean, it was funny. I was telling my mom about it because that one was pretty bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty much like, and just what I gather. And the funny thing is, like, I mean, it's not funny. She had a car full of kids and she drove into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, not funny.
I'm sorry. I'm like, it's,
I know.
what I'm
I
trying
get,
to, I'm
I
trying
know,
to, I'm like,
I get
jumping
ya.
words here, but like it was sad how it happened, you know, but she was like super, super drunk and high and just like out of it, drove into traffic and dead. And
It
but
is
the thing is
weird.
like the people that like were working with the documentary people were like, no, she wasn't drunk. Like there must have been something, like an abscessed tooth was doing this to her. And like it pretty much turned into them looking dumb. Like it was just like,
Yeah,
what
it
is
was
the
pretty
point that
rough.
you're trying to prove? Like this lady clearly had an alcohol problem, but that's like people with problems, they do it like
Yeah.
they don't make it apparent. And then like even that lady's like smoking cigarettes, like, well, now my whole family's
Yeah,
gonna
the
know I'm smoking
sister-in-law.
cigarettes.
She's all chain smoking cigarettes. She's
But
like,
that's the funny part.
nobody in my family knows I smoke cigarettes, so wait until this comes out. And I was like,
Well, then the
so do
other
you
lady's
think this
drinking.
lady could be an alcoholic and not tell people?
Yeah.
No way. Absolutely not.
And it's not like not in a funny haha sense, but like again, what they were trying to accomplish. I mean, I don't know what their goal was, the documentary people, but they really made it seem like this lady was hammered and just
Yeah.
bad.
And especially with like the investigator that they were hating on, and then he was like, I reached out to you guys. I sent the results.
Yeah. Answer the phone. Like, oh yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah.
And then that she was like talking crap about the lady's husband, and he was it was like they asked him a question, what's like the toughest thing about being a single parent now? And he's all shopping, laundry. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, obviously none of those people deserve to die, and those kids especially, but like they just what they were trying to accomplish, it was failed. It just wasn't great. That was pretty boring too, I would say. But then they just randomly threw out the picture of this lady after she was in the car wreck, and you're kind of like,
yeah, they show you a dead body.
Yeah.
Like from different angles.
But like
they had rolled her over and straight on. Yeah, it was weird.
Very weird.
Well, I wasn't ready for that. But yeah, I mean, it was, the story itself is sad. It is also like pretty confusing, you know, because like, I don't know. If she was an alcoholic and that was like typical behavior for her to be like that drunk, then wouldn't she like drive erratically? Okay, no. Wouldn't. I wish you would you need to wear headphones so you can find out how awful it is when you do that, or swallow right into the mic, or play the soundboard for no reason. But anyway,
I'm gonna do it. Just kidding.
So she like, why was this the time? And then there were also the people who said that like she was just blaring straight at them, riding behind people, honking, trying to cut them off on the right side. What do they call that? The emergency lane or whatever, like where you would pull off. She was trying to cut people off, and then people just saying that she was just beaming like straight.
Yeah. They had video footage though of her in a gas station, which occurred at some point before that, and she looked fine. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
But yeah, and then like if something happened with your tooth, would it happen that fast?
Yeah.
To like, and also she pulled over and set her phone on that thing, like
forgot it there.
Wouldn't you stay there?
Yeah, I mean, like the whole abscess tooth thing really upset me in a sense, because like I don't think you can have an abscess tooth that like eats into your brain, you
like
know what I mean?
Immediately. Like, like to where it's like, oh, there's a switch. And then this is sorry, I have to stop using the word funny in like a funny sense. It's not funny. An interesting thing. But one of the pictures was like an actual bottle of like Absolute vodka or whatever in the wreck. So like, yeah, she was drinking. Like, the people that she smashed into head on, when they were interviewing their family, I think you were in the bathroom or something at that time, but it was like the daughters of, or maybe the sister of the guy who was, they were like, we forgive her. We pray for her all the time, like just like we pray for our family who passed, but we have a real bone to pick with the family that's still alive, trying to say that she wasn't drinking and stuff. They're like, why? You know, just admit it. The toxicology reports showed it, and like,
yeah, that was the thing, is like, it's just,
she must have been blasted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, maybe she was just blackout drunk.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't know. It's still confusing. I don't know. Of course, we'll never know the answer to it. But
the documentary people paid for them to go meet with that like super toxicologist guy, like super up there, like very famous and good at it. And he's like, well, what do you want me to say? She was drunk. And they were just kind of like, well, that can't be it. He's like, well, you can ask someone else, take it somewhere
retest
else.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, the husband was so diehard about like it had to have been something medical that happened, and then like, even could the abscess tooth cause a stroke? And he's like, theoretically, yes, but there's still the question about all the alcohol.
Yeah,
it's like maybe that did happen, but
she was wasted.
Yeah, Ugh. Well,
and the close-up, the filming of that was pretty bad. It was pretty awful.
I mean, we had our issues with it. There's no conclusive
anything,
you know, the real unfortunate thing is that like 8 people died
Yeah.
in that wreck,
Yeah.
which is awful.
Yep. Children and adults.
Yeah.
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 We
They
watched.
said that, I mean, they assumed that she was going about 70 miles an hour on an oncoming traffic on a highway and just smashed into
And they rolled
an
their
oncoming car, and then that car hit another car. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yuck. But anyway, yeah, that was a weird one. If you're into watching documentaries with no conclusions. Yeah, and then we watched the Cheshire Murder. Yeah.
That one was
another
like
weird one.
Yeah, that one was disturbing more, like some of the actions of like the intruders. Like
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, oh God. But that one, they made a really good point of like what happened and how the police reacted. Like this lady was driven to a bank by the captors to like withdraw money. And like the person, she told that like the bank teller person what was going on pretty much. And the bank teller called 911. And then apparently the cops, they made it sound like the timeline, the cops were at the house, or they were like kind of around the house while most of the bad stuff happened. Like the ladies getting hurt and the dad getting beat up. I mean, that happened first thing, but like the murders.
The gasoline and the burning stuff.
Yeah, like that was like while the cops were around. Like
outside.
Why didn't they stop it? Like they strangled the mom. And like that happened quickly along when the fire stuff, but the cops were there, you know, like that. I could understand that family being like super upset, but their grandparents were like super chill. The kids' grandparent, the parents.
They denied all interviews, like the police.
Yeah.
I mean, but then there was also like the dad was like, I think they did what they were supposed to or whatever. So it's like if he's on board, then I guess
probably easy to accept and move on. Like it happened.
Yeah.
That's that. It's not like anything could have been different because it wasn't. That's just what happened.
And I guess they stopped the escape pretty quickly.
Yeah, which is good. But then, the whole after that where it's like, are they going to get the death penalty or not? Like that part seemed a little repetitive, like just going to trial, and they both got the death sentence, but then it was overturned, I guess, in Connecticut. So then they end up not getting killed anyways.
Yeah, it would be appealed no matter what. I guess, that's weird. Very hard to determine like what closure is when people are in that sort of situation. Like, I mean, probably just impossible to actually feel closure.
Yeah, I found it like interesting. See, not funny, interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
And like
good word.
And like because like I think it was the sister of the mom that was murdered. Oh, it's Kyle, was talking about how like she would feel bad. Like she's like, they deserve what they did, like done to them or whatever. And she's like, well, I don't like to be like that though.
Right.
But in my mind, I was just thinking like the guy, one of them tried to kill himself in jail.
Right.
And then he asked like, please just kill me. And now he won't get it. Like it's almost like his own personal hell of torture and just like thinking about what he's done.
For sure.
I was like, that kind of worked out in the long run.
Yeah. I mean, living in isolation alone is, that'll rot your brain pretty quickly.
Is isolation, like when they say that, is it like not having anything to do or anyone and just like in a room pretty much? Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them. Put them in that isolation.
Then you start to hallucinate. Like you remember on 60 Days In, there was the one lady who they kept in isolation for like 23 hours of the day or something. And she was like peeing all over and like flooding her toilets and stuff like that. It's
crazy.
Yeah. People don't do well.
Possessed
when they're forced to be alone with nothing.
But that one was a little bit better filmed, I would say, than the first one that we watched, just like the whole plot and everything behind it. But I probably could have gone my whole life without hearing more about that one. That one was kind of disturbing in a sense, like
super. I mean, but we chose to
we watched it. But we were kind of on that kick this weekend, the true crime, and this neighbor one's all right.
Yeah, do we keep watching it? Where do we stand on that?
I feel like we would kind of sit and like turn it on and look to see like what the next theme is, like who it is,
Yeah.
and like maybe get an idea. And then if we want to change it, we can. But it reminds me of 60 Days In, where we were like super excited to watch it at first. And
We
then
weren't
it kind of
even,
just
though.
got like, eh.
We were 10 minutes into the first episode on this one, and I was like, I could probably do without.
Yeah. And you've said it yourself that you don't want to just like sit and watch stuff like.
Yeah, this, at least there's like, I'm learning some, I don't know.
And it's different stories.
Uncomfortable, but yeah, it's different than like a cartoon, I guess, in a sense.
What
But
time is it?
we can wrap things up.
We can if you want. Let's end it on a lighter note though. Maybe something a little less intense.
Good call.
You got an extended vacation. I think we might have talked about that on Friday though, so that's okay. But I don't have any calls this week, which is kind of cool. Like that's super exciting.
That is cool.
Easter egg hunt time. Kyle's home, so you guys get to look for some Easter eggs maybe, unless Kyle goes to sleep. And
he's off.
Yeah,
he's off tomorrow, so
he's probably gonna party.
Yep. Yeah, let's Easter egg hunt. Been practicing more keyboard now that it's here. That's been fun. Learning more. Shout out to YouTube. Thanks for the help with figuring out appropriate ways to make things sound half decent, and the keyboard for having functions to sound cool. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just end it how we end it. I don't know what else.
Oh, just to correct last time, I know Eli does like a little cutting out after we finish filming, but you may or may not have seen me flipping off the camera. The reason I was doing that was because I was thinking of what I called South Park, but I guess you guys wouldn't have heard that. But like I was saying,
you said
it's a South Park episode.
Yeah.
But you stopped filming at that point, and
Right.
like I thought that was a Cartman thing, and it might have been. But then what I was really referencing was the Simpsons movie, and it was either Bart or Homer. I want to say it was Homer, when they're kicking him out of, like they're trying to kill him or whatever, and they're getting out of the bubble that they lock him in. I think Homer he's like falling into the sandbox, which is like their hole to the other side of the thing. He's like flipping everyone off as he's going down, I want to say. I think that's right. And anyways, yeah, so I was doing that. Eli's like, don't flip off the camera. We're still recording the video. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was just thinking of that moment. And
you'll see my reaction.
You're like,
I was just confused is all. But I don't know that part or whatever still anyway. So, but thank you for clarifying to our...
Just in case you watch and you're offended, it's not directed at you.
We have fans in Sweden now.
That's exciting. My mom was asking this weekend when we're getting our nails done who watches our podcast, and I couldn't think. I said Russia.
To be quite honest, there is, shout out to at least one Russian person who watches it, but I don't know, like the statistics that I have are based on people who listen. So somebody in Sweden's listening.
That's exciting.
To the audio only.
Can you see how long they listen though, or is it they just click on it and then they listen for like a minute and then they leave?
No, it's just like they show by geographic location, like the percentage of your listeners.
I know, but it doesn't show how long they're listening to, or how long they're listening to the podcast. Like it doesn't say 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
They do that for YouTube, but I don't think they do that in the audio one. They show like which app they use and where and their age range.
I wish that they would comment on YouTube. I wish we would get more comments, but happy comments, not like our other channel where it's like, you suck.
We do have a lot more subscribers on that channel, though.
Do we still get more subscribers, or has that gone down?
No, we
that would
still
be
get
fun
more.
to do. We should do that again.
Yeah. Or not. Or maybe, but we talked about that. This was
obsession.
like 3 years ago, or two and a half years ago, probably was the last. I don't know. We just need more subscribers here. So
yeah, subscribe
to us.
Comment, and like and share to your friends.
Yeah, tell people about it. If you like it, we like it.
We should have like a giveaway. Like we could send people something, but like they have to follow certain steps, like and share and whatever. I should put that on Instagram. We'll give away.
What would we give away? I gave away our camcorder.
We'll send him a Grubhub mug.
Grubhub mug? No, it would have to be something related to this podcast.
A t-shirt.
We don't have any Taking the Credit t-shirts.
Socks?
We don't have branded clothing. I have stickers. I have Taking the Credit stickers.
Oh, no one wants that.
Well,
I guess we'll think of something.
I guess we'll think of something. You could be our next guest.
It would be like OnlyFans, but in slug mail, but pictures of you topless. That's it.
Baloney fans.
That's what we'll send you.
Yeah.
Topless Eli pictures.
We could have somebody as a guest. A random listener could be our guest.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Maybe our Russian friend can, I'm assuming he speaks English, but like if he wanted to join and he could talk to us about his life and be like, cool.
Yeah. Or
cool.
Whoever wins whatever contest or whatever Kirsten's throwing out there. Maybe I could send a story to record shirt.
There you go.
Close enough.
Or some socks.
Or some socks. Kirsten's socks.
I will send you my socks.
Dirty socks. All right.
I have big feet.
I put in a picture of Peggy Hill getting her feet sized in our last episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
And when you said hanging plant, I had a plant drop from the ceiling.
Oh, I need to watch our podcast.
Yeah.
Let's go find some Easter eggs.
All right. Easter egg hunt time. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 81 of Taking the Credit. I might put this out tomorrow.
Okay, and save the other one.
What other one?
Did you post the one on Friday already?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was episode 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should I save this for next weekend so we don't record? I don't know.
No,
I like
fine.
doing
Just put
this.
them out.
So
Put them out.
yeah.
Yep, whatever.
All right. Well, blah, blah, blah. All right, guys. Take care. Bless up, bless down, bless all around. We will see you guys next week or later this week or something for episode 80. That's actually good. For episode 82 of Taking the Credit, TTC. Adios. Taking the credit.